Hey guys, this is the Balkan Architect, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to create this amazing looking diagram using Revit alone. Now last week I did a video in which I showed you how to create a transformation diagram using Adobe Illustrator, but I realized this is primarily a Revit channel, so a lot of you don't have Illustrator and would like to see how to create a diagram using Revit alone. Now the link for that video is in the description of this video. And before I get started, I would just like to ask you to like this video, it helps me out a lot, and if you haven't already, I suggest you subscribe because I make tutorials like this every day. So here I have this school project that I'm doing. Now this is just a first draft design, just kind of trying to test out the location and trying to place some massing on it to see what would the final building probably look like. Now with this diagram, I would just like to show where would everything be. So I have basically, this is a jazz center and I have to have this concert hall, that's this over here. I have to have this kind of music school, I place that here. I have to have this hotel and that will be this, and here I have underneath just the ground floor, that is just like a commercial part or just some stores, and here I have some sort of a stage for public concerts and things like that. Now I have to create a diagram that explains all of this, and to do so I'm going to create a new view, and I already did that. Here I have just a 3D view. This is a perspective view using a camera. And now let's add some color to make all of this look a lot better and to share some information on this project. So first I'm just going to select one of these massing elements, and all of these are modeled as in-place families, so you can just model it as an in-place family. And now I'm just going to right click once this is selected and go override graphics in view. I'm going to find here by element, and here I'm just going to change the surface pattern and go here to color, and let's color it yellow for hotel. Let's leave the hotel at yellow, and for pattern I'm going to choose here solid fill and just go apply. OK, and here you can see now the hotel is yellow. Now because you probably won't keep these colors for the entirety of your project, this is great because this is just view specific. So if I go into another 3D view, you can see this remained white, but only in our diagram view you can see this kind of changed color and it's yellow. So let's do the same thing for this. This will be a school, and let's change that here by pattern. Let's make the school, I don't know, green. Go OK and OK, apply. Let's do the stores and make them red. So go by element, surface pattern, let's go with red. And here change this to solid fill. Now for this stage I'm going to use, I don't know, some other color. Surface pattern, let's choose, I don't know, this light blue. And here I'm going to change this to solid fill. And for this main concert hall over here I'm just going to use something different. I don't know, let's use this kind of pinkish color because it's kind of, the concert hall should be some wild color. Okay, so once this is done, you can see now we have basically true color. We have described what each element is, but it's kind of, you can't really see where everything is, and kind of here there's a bunch of elements near each other. So we kind of, I want to explode this a bit, make everything kind of breathe. So I'm just going to go here to displace elements on the modify tab while one of these elements is selected, and just hit this, and you get this little gimbal over here, so you can just kind of move elements up. And then when you select it, you can add a path, so you can kind of add a path where this element was originally. So you kind of place those little paths. So I'm just going to escape. So again here, displace elements, so I'm going to move this up but a little lower, perhaps like this. And then I can select it and add some paths to that as well. Now, as far as this is concerned, I can move it a bit up or I can leave it down. So I'm just going to leave this down, and for this stage I'm going to move it a bit up like so. And again I'm going to add these paths so you can see where it was originally. So let's leave it like that. And for the main stage, I'm also going to move it up, and I'm going to show you a bit later why I did that. So let's move it up a bit like this and add some paths. Okay, so now once everything is flying, we can see here I wanted to kind of clean this area down here because I wanted to show some sort of a movement diagram, because cars will go across this street, move through this narrow street, and go to the parking lot that's over here. And if I go into level 1 floor plan, you can see here we have this busy street, and then we have this little street that goes all the way to our parking lot. So I want to show that in this 3D view, and to do that I'm going to be using model lines. So I'm going to go here to model line, and the shortcut is LE for model lines, and I'm going to be drawing in level 1, and here make sure that the placement plane is also at level 1. So I'm just going to choose here some lines, and I'm going to go with wide lines for this kind of traffic movement diagram. So I'm just going to create a line like this, make it go over here, and then, I don't know, make it go like this. And then I'm just going to create an arrow on the end, and let's just mirror this around, kind of like that, and let's just fillet these edges. So go again LI for these lines, and then let's just fillet these edges here. Kind of like that. Now if I go into this 3D view that I have, diagram view, you can see here we have that line. Maybe we can twist the view a bit so we can see the arrow a bit better. And now let's change this line. So now it's kind of black and we can't really see it. And to change that line, we can go here to modify, or I'm sorry, manage, go to additional settings, find line styles, and here you have this line styles dialog. You can open this thing up, and here we can search for wide lines. Here it is. So we can make it a bit thicker, maybe 6, and let's change the color to, I don't know what's, maybe orange color for cars, I don't know, and maybe we can change this from solid to, I don't know, dotted line or dim line or whatever, dashed line. Let's try dashed, apply, okay. Okay, those dashes are real small so you can't see it, but you get the point. We have this line over here, but now we have this problem where we can't really imagine where this building is on the ground. So for that, let's go again back to level 1. So go back to level 1 and let's use these lines. So just LI for model lines, and let's just choose some other line. Let's go with medium line, and here I'm just going to go and basically outline this object or this building. So just going to outline it like this, create a line like so, and then the same thing for this here. Just kind of follow these lines of this massing family and just go all the way around, kind of like that. Okay, and do the same thing for this little stage here. As you remember, we kind of lifted it up in the air. So I'm going to do that like this, and now let's go back into our diagram view to see what that looks like. So we have those lines over here. We kind of need to add one more line. Let's do that in perhaps 3D view. Okay, we can't see it there. Let's go to level 1. So that's over here. So let's just create this line like that. And now go back into diagram view, and you can see here we have these outlines, but let's change them. So I'm going to go here to manage, additional settings, again, line styles, open up this, and this was medium lines as you can remember, and let's change this to, I don't know, like 5. Let's go with 5, let's go with this blue, and let's change it maybe to dotted line. Go apply. Let's try that out. And again, these dots are too close, so let's try changing it a bit. So we can go here, dot line, let's try dot 2 millimeter. Apply. Yeah, we still can't see it. But anyway, you get the point. It kind of has this outline where the building was. And now let's say you want to add some additional information. If you go here to annotation, you can see we can't really add anything else to this. But if I scroll down here, and here we have sheets, and I just right click and go new sheet, and this A1 metric is way too big, so let me load in something smaller. So I'm just going to go to metric. Let's find title blocks. Let's go with A3, that's kind of decent size. And now it has kind of these letters and everything that would be nice if I had a company, but this is just a school project, so I want to leave it just an empty A3 size paper. So I'm going to go here to edit family and just select everything kind of like this and delete it. This as well. And now I'm just going to load it back into project, override, and now we have just this blank sheet of paper. So now we can go here into our diagram view and kind of slide it across and open it up here. Now first, I don't like this diagram view and this number 1, so I'm going to eliminate that in the properties panel. Just go no title, and now we can see it. But I also dislike this outline. It kind of looks ugly and unnecessary, so I'm going to go here to diagram view, select this view, scroll down a bit, and here we have crop region visible, and just uncheck that and apply, and now you can see it's gone. And if we go here into our sheet, open up this, go to our sheet, you can see we can't see it anymore. And now we can add additional information or text to our project. Just go to annotate, and maybe we can add text. So you just place this cursor here and you can type maybe school, because this is a school. So you finish that, and you can of course select that school later. Yeah, you can select it and maybe keep readable if you uncheck that. Sorry, just let me select it again. You need to find here where it is. You go into edit type, and here you can go and find this underline with factor show background, and make sure to go transparent and go apply. OK, and now you can see this is transparent. And again, you can select it and make it a bit larger. Perhaps just go into edit type and maybe change the size of this text. So text size is 2.5 millimeters. We can change that to, I don't know, 10 for this diagram. Go apply. So yeah, now it's quite large. But again, you can add text like this to all of these elements and kind of name everything. And you can use detail lines, so perhaps you can create something like this, and then you can add text over here. So you just go text and maybe write hotel. Go into modify, place it like so, and so you can have something that looks like this. But anyway, you get the point. This is how you create this cool looking diagram using Revit alone. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share this video. If you have any questions, comments or suggestions for future tutorials, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.